Good evening, everybody. Due to the current situation, we are unfortunately forced to interview our guests via video call, which does not prevent us from ignoring the great deeds of these people. She's one of the greatest talk show hosts at the moment and also one of the richest African American women. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Oprah Winfrey.
Hello, Jimmy. I think it's so gorgeous that you made your show possible, even though it's such a hard time for every one of us. But I think we're all especially praying for those who lost somebody to the coronavirus. But for now, I'm just thankful that you are having me here today.
I'm extremely pleased that the most famous African American woman ever came to visit me on my show. There are very few women in the world, neither black or white, who are incredibly successful as you are. Why do you think that is? Could you give us a hint?
You are what you are by what you believe. Faith is like an incredibly powerful tool for success, and personal and financial wealth. If you have a high opinion of yourself, you will radiate it and act accordingly. Others will regard you as much more valuable and will also have a high opinion of you. And this will lead you to success.
Wow, that's an awesome advice. But how do you manage to even think in such a positive way? You were born in one of the most racist southern states, Mississippi. At that time, Mississippi was the last state to finally abolish slavery completely. So, consequently, you must have had an extremely difficult childhood as an African American. Am I right related to that point?
Yes, of course you are. But that didn't stop me from trying to reach my goals in life. Maybe just because of my hard childhood, I am where I am right now. So I'm in a strange way thankful for everything I've been through. You know, it kind of made me to the person I am right now.
Ah, so that's why you were so receptive about Lady Gaga in your interview the other day, right?
Yeah, I kind of understand her situation. I got raped when I was younger as well. I would really describe this time as the hardest of my life so far. For that reason, I ran away from my home at my mom's place. And I am so happy for this decision, until now. For that reason, I received a good education at my father's hometown, Nashville. My hard childhood, and especially those moments of feeling like I wasn't worth anything and the emptiness I felt back in that time made me look even more after other people. I would say that I kind of got an eye for noticing when people feel bad. Yeah, like even though it is just a little sadness or something like that.
You know what it means to feel inferior, and so it's even more amazing that everything you do becomes successful. You have a hugely popular talk show, are a great movie actress who has even worked with Spielberg, a generous donator, and even a beauty queen. Weren't you ever afraid to make mistakes or to fail?
Oh, Jimmy, don't flatter me like that. My best advice is just to think like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is just another stepping stone to greatness. You know, I believe that one of life's greatest risks is never daring to risk.
You certainly took many risks as a young person. At that time in American history, the lives of millions of slaves were doomed to failure. Do you believe that blacks today are on the same level as whites? Or do you think there are still areas where you are discriminated against? And if there are still some, do you believe that you can fight them better with violence or with words?
Violence is no solution. Never. You should never even think about solving anything with violence. Because there is always another, better way. It could damage a lot in the heads of people. And if blacks would use the weapons like violence they're originally fighting against, then where is the sense? Where is the sense in fighting against violence with violence? You wouldn't be better than your worst enemy if you would use his tortures. So to get back to your question, Jimmy, I think there are still parts in life where you can feel the inequality between blacks and whites. But I think that a little part of it can be solved by communicating. So let's just say communication is key.
Gandhi and Nelson Mandela have had lasting success with non-violent resistance. It is probably also the best solution for America. And as a final question, When a person is as rich as you are, these people often change their point of view and their behavior. They become arrogant and lose touch with the original, very poor past, and thus lose the original goal. What do you think about yourself? Have you ever changed through your wealth?
Although I'm very grateful of the blessing of wealth, it hasn't changed who I am. My feet are like still on the ground. I'm just wearing better shoes.
Wow, that's a statement. Oprah Winfrey, everybody. Thanks for being with us here today. See you. And you guys, stay safe.